won the Amateur Olympia, qualified for the Mr. Olympia. What I'd like to know, what everybody wants to know is, what does it feel like winning the Amateur Olympia and now being on the biggest stage in the world, competing with the best bodybuilders in the world?
أولاً أحب أرحب بالناس اللي موجودة معانا هنا وأشكرهم. وبالنسبة لي أول مشاركة ليا في بطولة مصر.
He's saying that it's his Olympia debut this year, and he's honored to compete against elite bodybuilding coming from different countries around the globe, and he would love to make the fans from Egypt and the Gulf area happy. He also mentioned that it is the 50th Mr. Olympia event, but for the Egyptians 30 years ago, Mohamed Mikawi scored the highest score for Egypt behind Lihani, scoring second place, and he's simply aiming to break this benchmark very soon.
All right, Dino, we've had some great competitions this year. We talked about some of the veterans that are back on the stage. Folks, the world's strongest bodybuilder, Johnny Jackson, is back. Johnny, this has got to be your 8th or 9th Olympia, I'm guessing, somewhere in that range?
It's actually, actually my 10th.
10th Olympia?
I've been the 11th, but in 2009 I competed at the world's strongest bodybuilder competition, thus getting that name. You know, but thank you everybody for being here, just like everybody said. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be here at the Mr. Olympia. This is what we all train for, is to make it in postseason. You know, thank God I'm not sitting, you know, back home, you know, waiting for Sunday to watch some football. We're actually Thursday night football, I guess. Anyway, I'm not home watching football. I'm here at the Mr. Olympia with everybody else, some of the best in the world, and ready to compete. I'm in shape. I got the text, my baby's landed, my wife and daughter, so things are good.
Things are good, man. Dennis, we talked about giant killers. We're usually talking about guys in the 212, and of course we'll see those great athletes on stage at the prejudging, of course. But William Bonac did exceptional this year, taking out some guys that had a whole lot of pounds of muscle on them.
Yeah, that's a real giant killer right here. William, first Olympia.
Yeah, I feel blessed to be here. First of all, I want to thank my sponsors, because it's because of them that I could compete and qualify for the Olympia. So for my sponsors, thank you very much to make this possible for me. And for me, it's a dream come true. Standing here with the best athletes of the world, and I feel very honored to be here.
You first served real notice in Australia, placing second to Sean Roden. Now, a lot of people said you were actually almost good enough to beat Sean that day. Now, Sean is the top 4 in the world. Now, where do you see yourself Friday?
I feel honored that people say that, but
you don't have to be nice. You don't have to be nice at all.
I don't want to be nice at all. I'm just being honest. You know, it's what I see and how I think. So, for me to be honest with you, I didn't think that I won from Sean. You know, so I could have won from him that day. So, for me, I hope to do my best here, but. You know, these guys are the toppers, you know, so for me, just to be here, it's an honor for me. So the placing doesn't matter for me.
It's still good to see you have some rookies that have respect for the older guys.
All right, we saved the last for the best entertainer. Of course, that's going to go to Fred Biggie Smalls. Freddie, we've seen some great routines on the Olympia stage over the year. Kai, of course, always climbing on some structure or something and standing on his head. We've seen Durham Charles, we've seen Melvin Anthony, we've seen some of the greats of the great. Your name has been brought up with the greats of the great when it comes to posing and display of the physique. What can we expect from Biggie Smalls this year?
Well, let me just say I feel really blessed to be here. It's exciting to be able to put on a show for these great fans. We really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting. This event couldn't be possible without all you guys being here, so thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. And I gotta thank, you know, the ones that support me. I couldn't be here and do this without My great coach, George Farrer, was always believing in me. And, you know, my wife, Karen. But we're definitely here to entertain the fans, put on a great show. But last time I was on the stage, I felt like I got beat up a little bit. So we're here to rectify that and put the best Biggie Smalls on stage anybody's ever seen.
You got it, Biggie Smalls. Phil Heath, you and Kai opening up this conference, kind of going back and forth a little bit.
I like what Kai said earlier, though. Don't let me stop it. I had to stop you.
Get ready.
Kai said, I'm ready to do this now. I would sure love to see some of that.
Well, I'd like to see something right about now. Any fans want to see something right about now? Anybody want to show anybody anything now? Any volunteers? Dennis Wolf, you always want to throw a big double bicep out somewhere. You want to give the fans a little preview? Tomorrow night. That's the prejudging. Well, Phil, we'll let that sink in a little bit, D, see if anybody's feeling gutsy here today. But Phil, I gotta ask, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask. People keep talking to trash talk. Is it trash talk when you're throwing facts out there? You said he hasn't gotten a point off of you in 4 years. He's 0-3, you know, and all this stuff. Is that trash talk, or is that just speaking the truth?
I mean, I guess, yeah. At the end of the day, I mean, facts are the facts. And, you know, I like to speak truth. And the truth is that I've won the last 3 years. And the last time I did lose to Kai Greene was at the March 2010 Arnold Classic. And I worked really hard to try to make sure that would never happen again, because I felt that that was a very close contest. Now, let's get something clear. I respect every athlete up here. Each and every one of them have earned the right to stand up on this podium, to stand up on that Olympia stage, time and time again. I even respect their fans because, I mean, they are the ones that support these athletes to do their very, very best. But when asked, and you can give yourself a round of applause because I understand one major thing, that everybody is a fan of bodybuilding that's in here. Each and every one of you guys is a fan of bodybuilding. You may not be a Philippine fan, you may not be a Kai Greene fan, or whatever it may be. You're a bodybuilding fan, and that's what means a lot to me and all these athletes out here. Because when we're training for the Olympia, and we're searching, you know, for a little added motivation, when we are able to check on our social feeds and emails and what have you, and understand that, wow, I'm really having a bad day, and I know that these guys are having probably the best day. How am I going to, you know, overcome obstacles? And it's because of you guys' energy, your positive feedback, you know, makes us go that extra step, makes us more accountable for our actions. So obviously with me, I mean, I would be stupid to think that I would sacrifice what I do every year to come up and say I'm going to lose. That's just stupid. That doesn't make any sense. You know, I give everything I got every year, just like these guys do. You know, when you're the underdog, you can say, I want to kick the guy's ass, I want to take nobody's crap, and I'm going to beat this guy, and everybody cheers. But when you're the champion, and you say the same thing, because you want it more than anything, he looks down upon. But I'm here to tell you, I believe in myself, I believe in, you know, my sponsors, my family, my friends, and my fans. You know, I give them all the respect in the world. You know, I do my very best. My best will always be good enough, and I've proven it. It's not just talk when you go to your house and you have Sandals in your house. It's a fact. But with that said, I mean, like people said, today is a new day. Tomorrow is a new day. And it's going to be beautiful. The future is upon us. The past is going far.
Ladies and gentlemen, nice to notice.
Overall, I'm very, very excited. You know, I'm dedicating this Olympia win to my late father, Don Heath, who passed away in March. You know, I made sure that throughout his struggle with amyloidosis, that I was able to, you know, see him in the city of Seattle, Washington, where I grew up, and mend those ties that were once broken back in the day, and to look him in the eye and tell him that I will always represent my last name the best way I can for you, and to look on my legacy as a great person, not just a great athlete. You know, I respect each and every one of these guys, and I expect their best, just like how they expect mine. but I told my father before he passed that, you know, I'm going to bring one home for him. And that's what I intend to do. I'd be foolish to come up here, like I said before.
That's what the first three should have been. That's what the first three should have been. I respect your father. I respect anyone that has had a father. I didn't have one.
You know what? You know what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. This whole, enough is enough. Enough is enough. You know what? You talked about the past your whole entire career, making excuses, talking about you think you're the only person that's ever gone through something in your life.
Excuses.
Everybody knows
Making
your story.
excuses.
Yes.
Making excuses.
Yes. Yes.
You know nothing of what you're talking about.
And you know nothing of what you're talking about.
You know nothing of what you're talking about.
You know nothing about me, Kai, and that's your problem. You know,
That's my problem?
Yes.
I have no problem with not knowing everything about you. I'm
How
here
do
to
you
know
know
everything about
This is the type
I'm
of class that we
here
have
to
with Kai Greene people.
I'm here to
You're
beat you.
trying to talk about my late father, and this is
How
what I
about that?
deal with.
This is
This
not
the type of guy that wants to represent
not
bodybuilding.
respecting
I
your
was
father.
out.
It's not about not respecting a champion. Listen, man, 2013 was 2013. 2014, every man came here to do their best, to win. Now, if you want to rest on your laurels for the past, and you want everybody to hold hands and sing Negro spirituals with you for the past, that's wrong.
This guy has some
And that's what I'm here to make sure you represent.
But you know what, guys? This is what happens when you get desperate. This is what happens when you get upset. You know, I was asked to speak about the fact. That's it. That's it. That's it, guys.
You're the best, Kai!
And if the truth hurts, I mean, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
All right, well, you know what, Phil, let's go.
Hold on. It's just unfortunate, guys. It's just unfortunate. You know, because I have been busting my ass, just like everybody else in here. I'm not making excuses. I was asked a question, and I was answering it. You, by no means, have the right to interrupt me while I'm talking about my father. Period. I understand this is competition, and I understand
This was not about your father. This was not about Kai Greene not respecting your father. Just like when Kai Greene signed the poster yesterday, it was not about not respecting you. You were the champion of 2013, not 2014. And any man that came here with the opportunity to expect to do their best to win has no right to go ahead and advance himself and do that.
Interrupt you when you're actually trying to talk. There you go.
So let's do it, Phil. Kick my assets then. I'm here. Talk is cheap.
All right, Phil wants to talk about the facts. Give me 3 facts as to why your physique will beat Phil Heath's on that stage Saturday night. 3 facts.
Come, you scaring me now. I respect you, bro.
Hang on, let him answer.
I respect you.
You show him no flaps,
I'm
Kai!
here and make excuses for you. Everyone came here with the expectation to do their best. And if we don't
Phil's got no back!
aren't not ready to turn around and respect you because you won 2014, suddenly we're being disrespectful? That's not true. 2014 is 2014. 2013 is the past. I am not wrong, just like any of the other athletes here that have come with the
Were
expectation.
you wrong
to
by
do
writing that last year? Yes or no?
What do you mean was I wrong? What do you mean?
Were you wrong by writing that last year? Yes or
Absolutely
no?
not.
See?
Absolutely not.
See, guys?
Absolutely not.
Humble champion.
Absolutely not.
Champion.
Kai Greene!
Hey, how about this? How about this, guys? How about this? We're gonna get it on Friday, Saturday night. We're gonna get it on. It's gonna be a beautiful thing because the fans want it. You guys want to see a show, right? You guys want to see a show, right? Well, wishful thinking. But the fact of the matter is that
The fact of the matter is, you're at the past. It's done. It's done.
All right, let's get past the past.
I
Hang on a
respect the
second
past,
here.
and the past is in the record books already, and that's good. But we're moving forward.
Kai, I'm looking for some facts here. He wants to talk facts. Trash is done. We're not going to talk trash. We're going to talk facts. Give me 3 facts as to why you will beat Phil Heath on Saturday night.
You just gave him a chance and he started rambling on.
You can't do you interrupting again.
Come on, Kai, give me 3.
Here we go. Fact 1, we'll outweigh him by 40 pounds. Fact 2, we'll be wide. Fact 3, it's all over from the rear. And that's just it. That's how it's going to be. How about that? Is that 3, Phil?
Here's 3 facts, Phil.
How about that?
Now, I'm no mathematician, but if you're outweighing Phil by 40 pounds, does that put you in the 285 range?
How's that feel though, Phil? Did you hear it? Are you thinking about it? Is it marinating in there somewhere? You understand what that means?
If you want to talk about education, I definitely know what things mean. But
Phil, give me 3 facts as to why Kai can't beat you on stage.
2011, 2012,